Mr. Quinn, it's just an empty bottle. What's so interesting about it?
Earthenware bottle. Exposed body at the base. This is a vintage collectible liquor.
Collectible liquor? No way, just some cheap booze. Why would anyone keep the empty bottle and not throw it away?
This isn't just any fine liquor. It's a discontinued vintage. One bottle, it's worth a car.
Worth a car, a vintage collector's liquor. How could something like this be left lying around? Mr. Quinn, you've got to be mistaken.
I'm positive. Before becoming a streamer, Mr. Quinn was the vice president of the National Liquor Association.
This bottle is hand-thrown, craftsmanship from 57, and this aroma, it's unmistakable.
Mr. Quinn, Arthur told me to use these as cooking wine. You must be mistaken.
Using a vintage 57 collector's liquor as cooking wine, that's a total waste. These aren't just collector's items. See this ribbon? This is state banquet liquor. One bottle is worth half a house.
An entire house's worth used as cooking wine. What a waste.
That's ignorance for you. Can't even seize a chance to get rich.
Chloe, check if there's more at home. Don't let Arthur waste them.
How could there be? This stuff's been discontinued for years.
If... These are all state banquet liquors, all worth half a house, state banquet liquors.
Arthur and Liam were playing chess. He gets upset if he loses a few cigarettes. How could he have such valuable things?
The most important thing about this liquor isn't that it's expensive, it's that ordinary people simply can't buy it.
No wonder they use fine liquor as cooking wine. They have so much they can't use it all.
Chloe, you can't decide on this liquor, but can you sell me the empty bottles? I'll pay $200,000.
$200,000 for the bottle? Of course. I'll see if there are more at home. What's this?
This is the first generation design blueprints of Apex Aviation. How does he even have this? This abacus is just like Grandpa's. Arthur, Mr. Vance?
Mr. Vance. Richard, I really want to see you again.
Grandpa?
Henry, you're a father now. Can't you be more steady?
Grandpa? I think I found Mr. Vance.
Nonsense. You've never even met Mr. Vance.
Really? At a streamer's place, I found the first generation engine blueprints of Apex Aviation.
Quick, take me to see it.
These look like design blueprints. They're old.
And there's an employee ID from 1957, too. Isn't that Arthur? Since when did he become chief designer?
Apex Aviation. This is one of the first domestic aviation research institutes. Are any of your relatives researchers?
No, I'm wondering the same thing. The person in this photo is Arthur. But this ID is from 1957.
Could it be from one of your family elders? That's why he looks so similar.
Arthur was adopted by my parents, and in 1957 my grandpa was only 6 years old. But this name is indeed Arthur's.
Nice act. That's obviously a fake ID you prepared beforehand. To attract the live stream viewers, all just tricks to deceive.
I'm not lying. This is the first time I've seen this ID.
The level of oxidation doesn't look fake. Nowadays, photos and IDs like these are too easy to forge.
For real, scammer?
Liar.
She's lying, just trying to get attention.
Streamer, stop lying.
There must be some misunderstanding. Thanks, babe, for the 10 golden dragons.
Golden dragons? Each one costs 10,000, right? She just got 10 of them.
I've been streaming for 5 years and only received 5.
It's a gift from Apex Aviation's official account. Why are they also requesting?
A live call? What else could it be? They're here to call you out in person.
Streamer, why haven't you accepted yet?
Too scared to?
Could the streamer actually be a liar? She doesn't dare to accept.
Doesn't dare. She's lying.
Little lady, I'm Richard Sterling from Apex Aviation, the second head in charge.
Richard Sterling? Isn't this the person from the textbooks? Can you show me that ID from earlier?
Of course.
Making a fake ID and bumping into the real person. This is gonna be good.
Mr. Vance. It really is Mr. Vance's ID. This ID is real.
This ID is real.
Young lady. You are Mr. Arthur Vance's granddaughter, right? Xiao Tang Master Kwai Dong.
Arthur. He's my brother.
Your brother, Mr. Arthur Vance, is 3 years older than me. Could it be a mistake?
Young lady, could you show the blueprints and the abacus to my grandfather?
No mistake. This is Mr. Vance's abacus. Back then, he led us to use the abacus to crunch numbers day and night. Locked himself in the lab for 3 months hand-drawing the design blueprints. That's how he broke the foreign technology blockade. These hand-drawn designs, no one in the world but Mr. Vance could draw them.
An abacus doing the work of a computer. Hand-drawn blueprints. So behind great power, there are people like him working in silent dedication.
Young lady, where's your brother? Have him come see me.
My brother went out to play chess. I can't reach him.
The herbs you asked me to find last time, I've tracked them down, but the price is a bit high.
Money's no problem.
Sir, look. This is a photo of my brother. Are you sure you have the right person?
Mr. Vance, you're alive. Quick, I need... Grandpa. Quick, call an ambulance.
What's happening? Just watching a stream, and now someone's dead?
Is it because her brother really hasn't aged in decades? So it scared the old gentleman?
300,000 viewers.
You seriously believe that? With today's cosmetic surgery, you can look like anyone you want, I think. Her brother just copied the old gentleman's mentor's face. That's the truth, right? To attract viewers.
He deliberately got surgery to look like the old scientist's younger self. He drove a top researcher to the hospital.
What a shocking scam. Shameless streamer makes expert faint.
Influencers stoop to anything for views. Should the police step in? I'm not lying.
Chloe, where are you going?
If I keep digging, there must be clues to find out who Arthur really is. I don't know what his whole story is, but I know he wouldn't lie to me. This is the elixir of immortality. This? Isn't this the stuff of legend?
Now we've got the elixir of immortality. Lying has limits, you know. Mr. Quinn, I told you, you've all been fooled. Her brother's way beyond just a con artist. A guy like her brother probably isn't all there.
Don't talk about Arthur that way.
If you don't want people talking, then don't do shady stuff. This is way too ridiculous. The elixir of immortality, seriously?
Report the streamer, everyone. Stop her from fooling people.
See people see the truth.
Everyone, don't get the wrong idea. This should just be Arthur's collection of some stuff he picked up.
Why do I have goosebumps? I feel something bad is going to happen.
The sun is so bright, how could it be cold?
This is the sword of the ancient king.
Why would something like this be here? This is the one that hasn't rusted in 1,000 years. It's known as the greatest sword in the world.
This is total nonsense. The real greatest sword in the world. How could it possibly show up in a place like this?
Streamer, are you saying this sword is real and the museum's is fake?
I thought there was actually someone amazing.
Hello, streamer. I am the director of the Oak Haven Museum. I demand that you immediately issue a public apology.
The sword of the ancient king, you dare to fake it? You're done for.
Director, there must be a misunderstanding. I never said the sword was real.
Folks, Chloe didn't use this sword for any false promotion. It's just a replica. She just brought it out by accident.
By accident? I think you guys are just trying to get attention. You've damaged our museum's reputation. Former director. What brings you here, sir?
This is the living fossil of the collecting world, Mr. Foster. Also the former director of Oak Haven Museum.
This museum is the former director's life's work.
Former director, please don't be angry. I'll get you justice.
What justice? That sword is real.
Am I hearing this right?
Young lady, bring that sword over here and let me take a look. I never imagined that one day I would see this sword again.
The sword is real?
In our collecting world, reputation is everything. Why would I lie?
So the one in our museum...
That sword is also real. As for this sword, there were always two.
What? The greatest sword in the world, there are actually two of them?
We're literally witnessing history.
What are you still watching here for? Go to Chloe's stream.
Hey, don't leave!
Former director, you must be joking, right?
That was 60 years ago. When Oak Haven Museum first opened, a young man found me and gave me hundreds of artifacts. And those artifacts were all protected by him during turbulent times.
What? Our museum's founding collection was all donated by one person?
He only told me one thing. Culture must not be severed. History must not be forgotten.
I never thought there was a story like this. He was right. Culture must not be severed. History must not be forgotten.
Since this item is in your brother's hands, your brother must have met that young man, right?
Sir? The young man you mentioned, could it be my brother?
It's him. How do you have his photo? 50 years. Why hasn't he aged at all? He's your brother. Quick! Get me the fastest flight. I need to see him.
Found him. I finally found him.
Dr. Thorne, what's going on? Why the rush to Oak Haven?
Over the years, I've studied historical records and discovered there's a person who seems to appear every 100 years in history. He, once fished by a stream with a straight hook, protected a dynasty for 800 years. He helped a dynasty conquer all directions and became the governor of the continent. He was an advisor to the ancient emperor. All the clues seem to point to one person. Arthur Vance.
Grandpa, you're awake. I'm sorry. That streamer upset you. I'll make that streamer pay.
Punish what? That's Mr. Vance. Quick, get my car ready. I need to see Mr. Vance.
Grandpa, your leg, how did it heal?
What's going on? Why are there so many people? Chloe should be done with her stream by now. We'll fight again tomorrow. Time to go home.
Arthur, I think I got you in trouble. But as long as I keep the stream going, more people will recognize you, Arthur. That way, I can find out who you really are.
Who'd have thought that I'd see two big shots appear together?
Streamer, your brother, who exactly is he?
Sir, please come in.
Young lady, where's Mr. Vance?
Arthur went to play chess. He should be back soon.
Chloe, I'm back.
Chloe, just got some fresh mountain walnuts in. Aren't these Arthur's favorite? Mom asked me to bring them.
Thanks, Sarah.
Oh, you have guests? I'll head off then.
Arthur should be on his way.
No doubt. This drawing is exactly what Mr. Vance 50 years ago gave me.
The sword is identical to the one in the museum.
Gentlemen, who exactly is Arthur? Because you both said for decades Arthur's appearance hasn't changed at all. Plus all these things since they're all real. Then this one's real too. Is Arthur really the immortal?
Young lady, can I take a look at that? This box is fake. It's less than 5 years old.
Lily, haven't seen you in years. Your appraisal skills have improved.
Former director. Actually, there's a production date on the bottom of the box.
If this thing is fake, then could it be that Arthur isn't really the person you're looking for?
No. Your photo with Mr. Vance, I've seen it. I can't be mistaken. Mr. Vance is the most important person in my life. I won't be wrong either.
Then let's wait till Arthur comes back, and we'll know everything. Or, if we can just open that room. Open it up, and Arthur's secrets will all be revealed.
As for this room, didn't the streamer's brother say she isn't allowed inside?
A 1957 premium vintage liquor, aviation engine blueprints, and the sword of the ancient king are all on display outside, so the things inside the room must be even crazier.
If I open this room, Arthur's gonna kill me when he gets back.
Young lady, come here, quick. Tell me about your brother.
Okay?
Hey, Henry. Isn't Mr. Vance's sister streaming right now? Send her more of the most expensive gifts.
Okay, Grandpa.
the 100 golden dragons. From this live stream's earnings are worth 3 years of my income.
Sir, please send no more gifts.
Back then, without Mr. Vance, there would be no Apex Aviation nor the glory of the aviation industry. And compared to his contributions, these are nothing. Lily, regarding my house in Oak Haven Villas, transfer it to Mr. Vance right now and hand over the deed, okay? I'll do it right now, Henry. Keep sending. Lily, don't let them outdo us.
All right, both of you, sirs, stop arguing and try some mountain walnuts from home, which are Arthur's favorite.
Good.
Let me crack a few for you.
Stop! Stop. Former director, you're over 90. Can't you act your age? You scared the kids.
I'm not being reckless.
This thing seems like...
The Imperial Seal!
The Imperial Seal? How is that possible? Isn't it just a piece of rock?
The Imperial Seal, hasn't it been lost in the river of history for over 1,000 years?
Yeah, I know Mr. Vance is no ordinary guy, but using the Imperial Seal to crack walnuts is just too crazy to believe.
Sir, you're overthinking it. This is what Arthur bought just for cracking walnuts.
My lord, please don't. Translucent yet not scattered. Smooth as butter. This material is indeed flawless white jade, just as recorded in history. The gold used to repair this corner is ancient pure gold. The craftsmanship of inlaying is also a technique lost for 1,000 years, the gold inlaid jade technique. Lily, you're more of an expert on the script. Take a look at the engraved characters. By heaven's mandate, eternal prosperity. This
is the Imperial Seal.
Lily, calm down. Let's double check.
His Majesty is speaking. Who are you to question His Majesty?
No doubt about it. This is the Imperial Seal.
Lily.
How dare you speak to His Majesty like that? What just happened to me?
It's nothing. After all, few can resist these words. Tell us about the calligraphy style.
Look, this is an ancient script. It's decorative ancient script. Look at the first horizontal stroke of Tian. At the end, there's a distinct upward bird head hook. That's the script used on the Imperial Seal.
What if this script is also forged?
It can't be wrong. Also on the seal face, there's cinnabar ink residue. It's from successive emperors when they stamped it. This seal is the Imperial Seal that witnessed the rise and fall of countless dynasties and was lost in the wars.
Mr. Quinn, are you okay?
I'm fine. Just a bit weak in the knees. Never thought that one day I would see such a treasure. My whole life, it hasn't been wasted. Arthur.
Who exactly are you?
The Imperial Seal, of all things. How many ancient emperors sought it tirelessly, yet who would have thought her brother would use it to crack walnuts?
It matches. Everything matches up. After that great fire at the palace, the Imperial Seal was taken by a mysterious figure.
You mean that mysterious figure is Mr. Arthur Vance?
Quick! Tell the pilot to floor it.
If you move here, that's checkmate, right? What kind of move is that?
Hey kid, don't you know not to talk during a game? Shoo shoo.
Two little kids who can't play chess and won't take advice.
He called us kids.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm using this to crack walnuts. It's okay, right?
Don't worry. You didn't know any better. I just never imagined something like this in Mr. Vance's hands. Is that Mr. Vance? Answer it! Put it on speaker.
Chloe, I'll be home soon. Did we run out of eggs at home?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go buy some at the store. Discounted eggs. Are you still streaming? What's wrong? Why are you stammering today?
It's nothing, Arthur.
Okay, I'll be home soon.
That voice, Mr. Vance's. It's Mr. Vance's voice. I can't be mistaken.
Grandpa, hurry. Call a doctor.
Stand back. Don't worry. I just took his pulse. Just a minor illness.
Miss Vance, you actually know medicine?
I don't.
What? Miss Vance, this is no joke.
I'm not joking. I learned medicine from books, but your grandpa just had a simple illness, right?
My grandpa has coronary heart disease. Over the years, we've consulted many famous doctors, and none of them could help.
Mr. Carter, you'd better take the old man to the hospital. After all, she doesn't tell the truth.
Grandpa, you're awake. How do you feel?
See? I told you it was minor.
Grandpa, take it easy.
I haven't felt this light in a long time. I feel completely cured.
Coronary heart disease is no minor illness. Curing it with acupuncture, I've never seen that before.
Chloe, thank you. I didn't know you knew medicine.
Chloe, you said you learned medicine from books. I wonder what book it was.
This one. Arthur gave it to me.
This is the 13 Phantom Needles.
Is this book really that powerful? Arthur said he picked it up at a street stall on a whim. He got it at a street stall on a whim. Arthur?
Isn't this our Harrison family's secret manual? Man, she actually said that the 13 Phantom Needles is junk from a street stall.
But didn't you all see? Her technique is definitely the 13 Phantom Needles.
This is a medical art that has been lost for hundreds of years. Oakhaven's richest family, the Harrisons, rumor has it their heir only learned 3 needles and is already world famous.
Can I take a look? This was written by Mr. Vance.
How is that possible? Since when does Arthur know any medical skills? Mr. Sterling, take a look at this book. It must be a modern fake, right?
From the degree of oxidation, this book is at least 400 or 500 years old, and this printing technique was lost long ago. This book is genuine. The name wasn't added later. That technique was lost long ago. The book is real.
I'm starting to think the streamer's brother is the immortal, something from hundreds of years ago, and it still has his brother's name on it.
Bullshit! Our family's secret art. Since when is it his brother's? We need to find someone to teach her a lesson. Dad, what are you doing here?
If I hadn't come, your precious son was about to go teach a lesson to the founder of the Harrison family.
Dad? What founder?
This young lady's brother, Arthur Vance, is the founder of the Harrison family.
Grandpa, what are you talking about? Her brother is a 20-something young man. How could he be the founder of our Harrison family? Yeah. Sir, do you also believe he's the immortal?
Shut up. What's wrong? I'm old. My words no longer matter. Go print out the share transfer document for our Harrison family. I want to transfer all the shares back to Mr. Arthur Vance. The rest of you get the car ready.
Give it back to him.
Everything we have as the Harrison family was given by Mr. Arthur Vance. Grandpa. Dad. I found Mr. Arthur Vance.
Boss Carter? I need you to immediately find people online to discredit a streamer named Chloe.
No problem. What's the reason for the smear?
Just say that for views, she deceives the audience, seeks attention, and induces viewers to spend money.
Okay, consider it done.
You're saying the medical skills I casually learned are long-lost secret arts? And this stuff was written by my brother.
While we can't be sure if it was written by Mr. Vance, combined with all the stuff found in the house, it's hard not to suspect.
Chloe, you're trending, and your brother's personal photos were leaked.
Let me see.
Her brother is a con artist.
The unscrupulous streamer, just for views, drags her own brother into an act.
Everyone, guess how much the streamer made today? I found a picture of her brother. Everyone, spread rumors for me.
Isn't Arthur just a jobless loafer? What immortal? It's just a scam orchestrated by the unscrupulous streamer and her brother.
I didn't scam anyone with my brother. Arthur doesn't know anything about what happened today.
You're just putting on a show to scam gifts from fans.
These props were probably all prepared. Those old men are also actors she hired.
Thinking back, it's full of holes. Fraud.
How could Chloe be a scammer? We came here today just to see Mr. Vance, that's all.
Don't let malicious people steer the narrative.
Boss, the tide has turned.
Great. Keep spreading rumors.
And he pretends to know medicine. What if he misleads the kids?
Streamers like her should be banned. No medical license, yet he dares to treat people. Everyone report him.
Yeah, unscrupulous streamer.
I, Harrison, current head of the Harrison family, have come to pay respects to the founder.
It's done. Now the fans all think she's a fraud.
This is the head of Harrison Pharma, Mr. Harrison.
Sir, are you here to see Arthur too? Please come in.
What's with the silence? He's up to no good.
Great. Finally, someone's here to expose her scam.
The 13 phantom needles are the Harrison family's secret art. Does that mean they don't recognize Chloe's skills?
If they dare to mess with Chloe, I don't mind having a little showdown with the Harrisons.
Grandpa, look, this person is a fraud and her medical skills are fake. Just keep pretending. The Harrison family fortune will be mine. How could I let Grandpa just hand it over? I knew it. Our family's secret art could never be mastered so easily by a young one.
Young lady, may I take a look at that book?
Other things can be faked, but Dad would never be wrong about this medical book. How dare they deceive the Harrison family?
I, your humble disciple Harrison, pay my respects to the founder's sister.
Dad, what are you doing, Grandpa? To a young lady, why are you kneeling?
Did you hear that? Mr. Harrison actually called Chloe the founder's sister?
Who exactly is Mr. Vance?
How many more identities does he have that we don't know? Kneel. You kneel too. I've seen this book. It's the 13 Phantom Needles, the complete version.
What? This is what our family has been looking for, the complete version. This is definitely the complete version, the real complete version. Grandpa, even if she has the complete version, we don't need to kneel to her.
What do you know? Our Harrison family's success today is all thanks to our founder, Arthur Vance, who personally built it. The 13 Phantom Needles and our family's very life were also given by the founder. Kneeling to his sister, isn't that only right?
My brother is your founder.
I think I'm starting to believe that her brother is the immortal.
I just want to know about that elixir of immortality. Is there any left?
Sir, my head's a bit jumbled right now. How about we wait until my brother comes back and confirm it? Also, please don't call me the founder's sister.
Sure, the founder's sister.
How'd they find another actor? The little liar can't keep it up, so they found an old liar instead?
Little liar.
I'm really not lying. And this gentleman isn't a liar either.
Who's slandering my dad? Who's slandering the founder's sister? Liar. Little liar. So it's all a scam. Looks like this is a premeditated smear campaign. Go and investigate it thoroughly right away. Boss Carter, stop posting. This is my grandpa. Still talking back, kneeling to a young man and acknowledging him as the founder. This old man really will stoop to anything.
A jobless loafer dressed up as a mysterious master. Isn't it just to scam money? Someone's definitely stirring the pot. Mr. Harrison is a top medical authority and the richest man in Oakhaven. He's lying. What's he got to gain? Exactly. Isn't this just someone being jealous?
Looks like there are some sensible people, but Dad, according to what you said, our founder has lived for centuries. I just can't believe it.
Grandmaster Vance's identity involves the Harrison family's secret. I didn't want to bring it up. Actually, our ancestors were beggars.
The richest man in Oakhaven had beggar ancestors.
Back then, my grandpa Old Harrison and his whole family came to beg in Oakhaven City. The family caught the plague and died one after another. When my grandpa was dying, he met our grandmaster.
So that's what our ancestors went through.
Later, the grandmaster cured my grandpa's illness, taught him medicine, and handed all his assets over to him. Then he disappeared from the face of the earth.
But that still doesn't prove that our grandmaster lived for centuries.
Yes. But when my grandpa was about to die, the grandmaster returned.
Master, I'm off now. Please come back and see me one last time. Master, you've been gone for 60 years. You finally came back to see me. Master, I knew you weren't ordinary. After all these years, you're still so young. As your disciple, I'll die before you. Master, do you know how much I've missed you?
Buddy, go in peace. In your final days, spend time with your family.
I knew it. Mr. Vance really is the immortal.
Arthur, all these years you've been alone, you must have been lonely.
Young man, how can you compete with an old lady like me for eggs?
Discounted eggs are such a bargain. Why can't I grab them?
From that day on, the Harrison family set a rule. If one day we ever find the Grand Master, we have to give back everything to him.
So the Harrison family's success today is all thanks to the Grand Master. Thank goodness we finally found him. Carter, you can't keep bad-mouthing him. He really is the founder.
Boss, those who badmouth the old man have been found.
Let me see who dares to smear the founder of the Harrison family.
Tell me, who put you up to this?
It's Harrison Farmers, Mr. J. Harrison, J. Harrison. Mr. Harrison, why are you hanging out with these frauds? I did a good job, didn't I? When do I get paid?
Who are you? I don't even know you. So it's you, you little bastard, my family's benefactor. You dare to slander him, I'll kill you!
Someone like this doesn't belong in the Harrison family. Get out of my family now! You're off the Harrison family tree!
Grandpa, I'm your eldest grandson. Grandpa!
I, Harrison, don't need a grandson like you. Take him away!
Grandpa! I know I was wrong. Grandpa!
Miss Vance, is Grandmaster Vance coming back soon?
I just called him. Let's go inside and sit for a while.
Why are the streets empty today?
Mr. Arthur Vance, the nearby crowd has been evacuated. You guys find a way to stall Mr. Vance. I'll go to his house.
Miss Vance, please, just take them.
How many zeros is that? You're giving all of this to me?
Yes, Miss Vance. It's a gift from us younger ones. Besides these, the Harrison family owns properties, luxury cars, and companies. That'll all be transferred to you.
No, I can't take these.
Please, just take them. Otherwise, the founder definitely won't take it either.
Then I definitely can't take them. Arthur would kill me. Arthur, when are you coming back?
If you can beat me, I'll give you a plate of eggs.
Beat me, and this pack of cigarettes is yours. This bet of yours, can I join in?
How about I call Arthur?
No. We'll just wait here for Mr. Vance to come. Is Chloe home?
Why did it suddenly go dark?
Did my phone lose signal?
Miss Vance, I'm sorry. I'm the one who cut off the stream. I'm Dr. Samuel Thorne. Would you like to know Arthur's true identity?
Do you know who Arthur is?
I not only know who Arthur is, but I also know you have another room at home that Arthur won't let you open.
You're Dr. Thorne, the National Special Envoy.
Chloe, don't be afraid. He's someone you can trust. This time, I came specifically for Mr. Vance. To trace Mr. Vance's identity.
Our envoy team has secretly traced 3 generations, but we haven't gotten far.
Until today, we discovered that through live streaming exposure, we can find more people related to Mr. Vance, just like all of you.
Oh no, all day I've been scared by Arthur's collectibles, but I never considered that if someone like you found out, you might take Arthur for experiments.
Miss Vance, don't worry, we won't do anything to harm Mr. Vance. And no one can hurt him, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Vance is a grandmaster of martial arts, no way.
Arthur doesn't even kill fish. He always makes me do it.
You two suck at this, huh? By the way, your plainclothes officers, right? Is there a case around here? What plainclothes? I don't understand.
Buzz cut. Quick dry shirt and sitting so straight. You think I can't tell?
I get it. Confidential, right? Thanks for the eggs, you two. Hey, you two.
Go back and do 50 extra laps today.
Hey, why is the perspective different? It's live, it's live. Why is the perspective different?
Sorry, Arthur. I really want to know your identity.
At least this way. I can also find more people who know you. That way, you won't be so lonely.
Chloe, I'm back.
Mr. Vance.
It really is Mr. Vance.
Wait, did Mr. Vance? Just smile.
Arthur, why did you buy so much stuff? Here, let me take those.
What's going on with you today?
Nothing. Let's go home.
So that's Arthur Vance.
Arthur, you must be thirsty after playing chess. Here, have some water. Oh no, Arthur must have found out. He's lived for hundreds, even thousands of years. He's a cunning old fox.
Thanks for that.
Arthur, I'm gonna grab some soy sauce. Probably take an hour. There's fruit on the table. Have some to tide you over.
Let Arthur have some alone time.
Sorry about this, Arthur. I hate seeing you alone. I want more people around you.
This is the Sunflower Manual. To master the ultimate skill,
One must make the ultimate sacrifice.
I was hoping this live stream would let me learn from Mr. Vance the secret to immortality. If he achieved it through that method, then no way I'm practicing.
Chloe, where are you going?
Gotta protect Arthur's happiness.
Take it easy. Mr. Vance isn't that dumb. Besides, isn't that just from a novel?
Sure enough, it's a forbidden book. Something like that has no place existing.
Zoom in and let's see what's on that box.
Ancient mystic arts. From today, I, Arthur Vance, will destroy them alone.
Aren't all these just things from novels? Mr. Vance, what are you going to do with all this?
Finally found it.
Am I seeing things? How did he create afterimages?
I knew it. The founder's no ordinary man.
This sword technique is actually kinda useful, isn't it?
If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Vance is using a cleaver to carve a dragon, right?
Didn't Arthur say? He can't cook?
Miss Vance, you must have been fooled by the founder. For a skill like this, there's probably no one else in the country who can do it.
But this long-lost sword art is actually being used by Mr. Vance for cooking. He's really no ordinary man.
Look!
Northeastern cuisine, imperial cuisine, Citron cuisine, all from the same person? Master. Maybe. He just makes it look the part. How does it taste? We'll see about that. What do you know? I watched all the cooking he just did, whether it's his knife skills, heat control, or even for different ingredients, the amount of seasoning and timing. It's all master level stuff. Master. Didn't you say all of this comes from years of practice? Without 50 years of experience, you can't make these dishes. People said he's the immortal. I thought it was just a joke. Now, I have to believe it.
Is this still Arthur? He always said he couldn't cook.
Happy birthday, Chloe.
Thanks, Arthur. Did you make all of these?
I can cook. I ordered these as takeout. Cost me several $100s. You should cook from now on.
Chloe, Mr. Vance is just lazy. That's why he says he can't cook.
But I never thought someone so lazy would actually be willing to cook for me himself.
Why? There's soy sauce here, isn't there? Why go out to buy more?
Oh no! Arthur won't find out that I'm lying, right? Arthur. What's wrong?
Chloe. Don't we have soy sauce at home?
Do we? I might have missed it.
Are you hiding something from me? Are you seeing someone? Didn't I tell you you can't date now? You're too young. There are a lot of scammers out there. If you start dating, you need my approval. You dare to hide such a big deal from me.
Gosh, I haven't. Before you start dating, I won't date anyone.
That's not okay either. I'm living a marriage-free lifestyle. All right, let's stop arguing. How soon will you be back? I ordered takeout.
I'll be home in half an hour. And you lied that it was takeout. Sir, I'll head back now, otherwise Arthur will find out.
Dr. Thorne, someone's driving toward Mr. Vance's house. Okay, keep a close watch. If anything unusual happens, step in any time. Protect Mr. Vance. Copy that. Pull up the live feed for me.
Nobody's home, right? Is today good?
Yeah, but we gotta finish fast.
Your sister's out, right?
Don't worry. We got at least half an hour. Plenty of time to get it done.
All right, let's get started.
Go get changed. Oh, by the way, Did you bring the safety gear?
Of course.
Am I supposed to hear this?
What's Arthur up to? Quick, quick, cut the live stream.
Okay, I'm cutting the live stream now. Hold on, hey, look.
Safety gear.
I know.
So this is the safety gear. I thought Arthur was gonna, in broad daylight.
Mr. Vance, are you going to work out?
Here, take it.
Mr. Vance, watch out.
I know who this young lady is. She's the 3-time consecutive national martial arts champion, Feng Wushuang. Without her training uniform, I really didn't recognize her.
Arthur can actually go toe-to-toe with a martial arts champion and hold his own. Isn't Arthur only good at chess?
No more, no more. I can't even touch you.
In these 3 years, you've made great progress. Oh, by the way, I'm giving you this sword.
Really? You're so stingy, and you're actually willing to give it to me.
Call me master.
No way, I won't.
Time's almost up. Let me take you to that room.
What? Arthur never let me into that room, but he actually let someone in.
If I can just capture a glimpse of that room, Mr. Vance's secret will finally be revealed.
I don't want this sword. I'm not going in there.
Come on, hold on to the sword. This is from Master, the last thing he gave you. The door is open. Go on in.
Master, I'm leaving.
Why is it so bright? I can't see a thing. Zoom in a bit more. Is she crying? Okay, we got it. She's out. Why'd she just leave like that? In Mr. Vance's room. What's the secret anyway?
I gotta go back. I gotta tell Arthur everything. Arthur, are you the immortal?
Miss Vance, that's pretty direct. She's really not scared that the founder will punish her?
What did you say?
No, I still don't dare say it. I said, I'm back.
Okay, let's eat then.
Arthur, leave it to me.
This girl.
Arthur, have some water. Okay. Arthur, you must be tired from playing chess outside. Let me rub your shoulders. How is it? Not bad, right?
Out with it. What trouble are you in?
You know me so well, Arthur. First, promise me, no matter what happens next, you won't lay a hand on me. When I was live streaming, I accidentally exposed your fine line.
Is that all? Those are all fakes.
You tricked me? Someone had them appraised. They're all real. And
Also,
I also found your designs for Apex Aviation. The Sword of the Ancient King, Master Chibai's painting.
what are you talking about? I don't know anything about that.
What about this? And this? Are you saying these are all fakes too? Arthur. Who are you really?
I am the immortal. I'm the immortal.
Mr. Vance. Just came out and said it like that?
Isn't that the kind of secret you're never supposed to reveal? Arthur, stop it! I'm on air, you know.
I already knew it. The moment I walked in, I spotted those cameras. Anyway, your stream doesn't have many viewers. Even if they saw it, nobody would believe it.
Arthur. Right now, 2 million people are watching our stream.
What? You.
I'm gonna smack you!
Arthur, didn't you say you wouldn't hit me?
Oh man. Guess I won't be able to play chess with Liam anymore.
That's all you're worried about? Aren't you afraid of being captured and experimented on?
Don't worry. Your big bro has lived for millions of years. No one can catch me. Come eat.
You're accepting this so quickly?
This kind of thing has happened countless times before. Oh, by the way, that room, you've never been in there, have you?
No.
Then it's fine.
Arthur, so you're not adopted by Mom and Dad?
No. Your parents were my friends. Before they left, they entrusted you to me.
Is Mr. Vance home?
Who are you?
We're here to expose a fraud.
Expose a fraud.
Right. You, the so-called immortal, are nothing but a fraud. This is Samuel Thorne, a paleobotanist. He's a leading expert in the field of paleobotany. This is Professor Wallace, a big shot in the art world. This is Mr. Howe, a folklore expert. And a literary master, Master Graham. Why are they all here, do you realize? Your actions have already affected my students. What are you all watching?
Professor Thorne, don't you know? This is the hottest stream of the immortal.
The immortal?
Yeah. Her brother hasn't aged in hundreds of years, and they have all kinds of antiques at home.
How ridiculous. A bunch of students specializing in paleobotany actually believe this garbage.
Professor Thorne, are you talking about that streamer, the Immortal?
How do you know? Don't even mention it. The whole school students are watching it.
They even say that our academic work is not worth studying. Just ask that streamer directly.
Everyone, are you interested in joining me to expose the fraud? You owe everyone an explanation.
Have an apple. Calm down. Don't you love apples the most?
You! How'd you know? I like apples.
About my identity. I already told you. I am the immortal.
Ridiculous. I've been studying paleobotany for years. There's no way such a person exists. Are you saying there are gods in this world?
No, not that.
What's this?
Isn't that just a tablecloth?
No. May I take it down?
Go ahead.
This is...
Mr. Vance actually has something like this?
Isn't this the Last Supper? From the brushstrokes to the use of light and shadow, and even the canvas oxidation.
It looks just like the original.
It doesn't just look like it. It is the original.
Impossible. When I studied abroad, I saw the original. And this collection, the director of the museum, Peter, is a good friend of mine.
That one in the museum has a line of small writing I wrote on the back. Tell him to look at the back, then you'll see.
Impossible. You might be able to bribe the top domestic experts, but I don't believe you can reach overseas.
What does this guy mean? Are we the ones being bribed?
This painting has been in that museum for centuries and has never been touched. All I can say is this painting of yours is a very convincing forgery. Pete!
Professor Wallace. He's telling the truth. I just went to see the original painting. The painting in the museum actually has his name on it.
Pete? You must be joking, right?
I'm not joking, Professor Wallace. Who exactly is he?
Mr. Vance has even been abroad.
Founder, how many more secrets do you have? I see.
No wonder the records about Mr. Vance have always been fragmented. That's because I focused only on domestic sources.
Mr. Vance, could I borrow this painting for research?
If you like it, just take it.
Really? Then I'll take it. Mr. Vance, I'll go back first and study this painting. I'll visit you again in a few days. Arthur!
I don't know what tricks you used, but you've fooled Professor Wallace. But I don't believe it.
What do you think you're doing? You're educated people. You're not going to get physical, are you?
No, you misunderstand. I just wanted to see Mr. Vance's bracelet. This is the seal of Oakhaven Bank.
To think someone still knows about my bank. I opened it with a friend back in the day. It's been over 500 years.
What do you mean? Your bank?
Mr. Vance, this seal I can confirm is real. But what you're saying is false. Oakhaven Bank was one of the earliest banks. It was once as rich as a kingdom. And it's clearly recorded that its owner was Nathaniel Wind.
Do you know that Oakhaven Bank was never even in Oakhaven?
I know, but...
Oakhaven Bank was actually named after Arthur Vance.
Exactly. I mean, if the bank wasn't in Oakhaven, why call it Oakhaven Bank? Mr. Vance, please tell me more about Oakhaven Bank. It's crucial for my research.
Professor, you must be mistaken. That thing is fake.
Why would Chloe undermine her own brother? Does she know something?
Arthur is so cheap. He only buys eggs on sale. He scolds me if I forget to use a $1 coupon. He even makes me wear his old clothes.
Don't laugh at Mr. Vance. Aren't you laughing the hardest?
Chloe, that's not being cheap. It's being thrifty. Wait for me. These are all the ledgers of Oakhaven Bank. I don't need them anymore anyway. They're yours.
A ledger from over 500 years ago. And it's still so well preserved. Thank you, Mr. Vance. Can I look at it now?
Go ahead.
My friend, what are you doing? Don't let him fool you. He's a con artist.
Don't talk about Mr. Vance like that. Just move aside. Don't disturb my research.
Master Graham, we're the only ones standing up to him.
Don't worry, Professor Thorne. I'm not so easily fooled. I refuse to believe he has connections in the literary world, too.
Graham, why do you look so eager?
I really don't know much about literature, but I do have something to give you.
Mr. Vance, this time what are you going to show us?
Huh. Just a pile of scrap paper. Nothing to brag about.
This is the lost manuscript. This is the lost manuscript, Mr. Vance. Did you write this?
No, I didn't write it. After he finished it back then, he entrusted this manuscript to me. I'm just keeping it safe.
This is...
I can't give this to you.
Cut the crap. Graham, don't believe him. Move aside.
Mr. Vance? What's inside?
Oh, this is the final 40 chapters of the lost manuscript.
What? Did I hear that right? The final 40 chapters of the lost manuscript are in Mr. Vance's hands too?
The mystery that has troubled literary circles for so many years, the answer was with Mr. Vance all along.
Mr. Vance, I'm begging you. Please, just let me see it.
Stand up first. I'm really sorry. I promised him I would keep it safe. The contents of these final 40 chapters won't be revealed until the time is right. I'm afraid you'll have to wait a bit longer.
Mr. Vance, will I ever see it in my lifetime?
Mm-hmm. I have something for you too.
No need. Anything you give me, I won't take. I don't believe it. This is the ancient herbal tome.
Wait, the ancient herbal tome? Wasn't that just a legend?
It used to be a legend, but the moment Mr. Vance brought it out right then and there, it stopped being one. I won't look.
Are you sure?
The ancient herbal tome. Just a peek. Just one look. The variety of herbal records is incredibly vast. The appearance of each herb is recorded so clearly. All the effects, usage, and side effects, they're all here. With this, my paleobotanical research will see a major breakthrough. Why do you have this thing? No. This thing of yours is fake. Back then, there were no pens or paper. It couldn't have been recorded in such detail.
Yes. I wrote it later.
You wrote it?
Back then, I accidentally ate a poisonous herb. When I woke up, I found that I had already been regarded as a miracle by everyone, and hailed as their leader, to protect everyone. I tasted all the plants. It wasn't until later that I wrote down all those memories.
So you're saying you're Shenong?
I don't know if I am.
Arthur. So you're not immortal? You can keep resurrecting?
No way. Absolutely no way. Unless I see it myself, I'll never believe it.
What else don't you believe? How much more proof does Mr. Vance need to give?
Even though Mr. Vance has shown us so much, the whole resurrection thing is just too hard to believe.
Is Arthur home? You have guests? Here, the herbs you asked for, all prepared for you.
Thanks, Liam.
Don't mention it. All right, I'll leave you to it.
Deathweed. What do you need that for? It's deadly. Spit it out. That thing is poison.
Arthur, don't eat that. Spit it out now. Arthur! Call an ambulance! Arthur, you're scaring me. Arthur, wake up.
This stuff is nasty.
You okay?
Of course I am. Deathweed. Bitter. Fishy. Deadly.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. I remember now. There was a huge fire at Apex back then. Mr. Vance ran into the fire to save the blueprints. I remember his arm got burned. But the next day, there was no trace at all.
Whoa! Mr. Vance is something else.
If this is true, why are you telling me? Why would you reveal everything in front of so many people?
Look, these things I didn't want to talk about. But seeing you just brought back a lot of memories.
You know me? Why don't I remember anything?
'Cause I'm your dad.
Arthur? What are you saying?
You. How dare you be so rude? Stop talking nonsense. When I was 3, my dad passed away.
Sammy, I really am your dad.
Arthur, what are you doing?
What did you call me?
Arthur, cut it out. Sorry, Professor Thorne.
Sammy.
How do you know my nickname? No! No way.
Sammy. On the back of your thigh, there's a red birthmark. Your favorite fruit is apples. Your dad's death anniversary was 55 years ago on March 4th.
Who the hell are you? Dad?
All these years, do you know how much I've missed you? Do you know how hard it was for Mom to raise me on her own? How much she went through?
I'm sorry I let you both down. Sammy.
Call an ambulance!
Well, your son, no, Professor Thorne, he's out of danger. And he said he doesn't want to see you.
I understand. I've wronged him. Let those outside come in.
Gentlemen, please come in.
Mr. Vance, I finally get to see you again.
Richard. Over the years, even though I haven't been at Apex Aviation, I've been keeping an eye on things.
You've done well, Mr. Vance. Without you, there'd be no Apex Aviation. When you have time, come back with me and take a look.
Okay.
The founder. Please accept your disciple's bow.
Get up now. At your age, don't push yourself.
Seeing you, Grandmaster Vance, makes me so happy.
Oh, right. I've already had someone deliver the complete medical book to you. I also recorded an instructional video.
Instructional video?
Gotta keep up with the times. Come on, have a seat.
Last time I saw you, I was only in my 30s. Now I'm an old man.
Mr. Foster, I was right about you. You're someone I can trust. I still have some collections at home. I've packed them all, I believe. You can take better care of them than I can. Oh, right. What did you come to see me about?
Mr. Vance, I'm planning to transfer all shares of Apex Aviation to you. After all, Apex Aviation is a child you raised from scratch. Hey, don't fight me over this. I want to invite Mr. Vance to serve as our Oakhaven Museum's honorary director. Moreover, I've already submitted an application to the relevant departments for Mr. Vance's certificate of honor.
Stop. Here, Grandmaster Vance and I are the closest. Grandmaster Vance, you don't need to worry about anything. All the property of the Harrison family is yours. All right.
Enough. I don't want any of these things. I just want to play chess every day and walk my bird. That's enough for me. You all go back. You, always causing me trouble. Let's go.
Where?
Haven't you always wanted to know what's behind that door? Let me show you. Come in.
Arthur, don't you have anything to tell me?
No. Come in.
Arthur, this replica of yours looks so real.
Take it easy. You can't buy another if it breaks.
Arthur, where are you going?
To play chess.
What am I doing here? Where is this place?
I feel like I've forgotten someone very important.
Who is he? He looks so familiar.
Virtues of the ancient kings, glories of the past dynasties, the harvest of the ancestors is reaped by the descendants. Why speak of a fierce battle of titans?
Liam, look at my calligraphy. What do you think?
I'm not going to look. Chess, let's play chess.
All right.
Then let me take back my move first.